Still to come, retired British Army veterans, the Chelsea Pensioners, pay homage to their scarlet uniforms in their first ever display for the Chelsea Flower Show. Now, think Chelsea, think Flower Show, or maybe the Chelsea Pensioners. Well, this year they're combined as the veterans showcase their first ever display at the show. It is a peaceful woodland design developed by the veterans, featuring a nod to their world-famous scarlet uniforms. Frankie McCamley's been to see it.
It sure does go on for these Chelsea pensioners, bringing the tune to the bloom in their first ever garden display here at the Chelsea Flower Show.
From the very beginning, we were asked, well, what would you like to see in this garden? And
what did you say?
So some had suggestions as to the sorts of plants and trees that they wanted. We talked about this table. We met with the people that made this, and told them that we would like something that we could reminisce about. So we suggested a map which would enable us to push these little things around and see where we were posted.
A short walk to another garden that's also helping people.
The whole garden brings me joy. It makes me feel safe.
Rhea was introduced to horticulture during her time in prison.
I understand the power of nature, and I didn't understand. I didn't recognise those prior to coming into custody, because until something's taken away from you, you take it for granted.
She's now employed by the Glasshouse Social Enterprise, which offers women jobs on release.
Seeing women come behind me, I can see how they change. What you do matters. So instead of being somebody that doesn't matter, you matter to those plants, because if you don't give them their basic needs, they're not going to nourish.
Following the show, the garden will be moved to Bronzefield Women's Prison in Sutton.
For many of us in the capital, we don't have huge outdoor spaces. We may just have a balcony like this one. And here at Chelsea Flower Show, there are lots of ideas as what you can do with your balcony. This display specifically looks at how you can live alongside bees. What you wouldn't believe is this table is actually a beehive, and those holes in the wood behind me are homes for bees.
There are also environmental concerns being highlighted, with water scarcity a very real issue in the capital. So this team are focusing on plants that don't need much hydration.
The climate is changing, and in some ways things are getting drier in certain parts. These plants are plants that have been born out of sort of hardship, and they're resilient, and we thought it would be really interesting to bring them along.
Along with all of the incredible designs on display at this world-renowned flower show in their backyard. Frankie McCamley, BBC News.